What's going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Matt Patricia addressed that they won't overwork Kerryon Johnson again this year. And it's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back. And a lot of people don't understand why Kerryon Johnson didn't get the workload that people thought he should have got last year, which was he was never really featured in the passing game. He didn't get a ton of carries, but it was by design. Bob Quinn said it before the season. They're going to use him as a slasher, as a complimentary back. He probably won't be the lead back. And it sounds like that's the same thing this year. Once again, should have drafted the guy if you didn't think he can handle the load, especially in the second round. If you thought he was fragile, you thought durability was going to be an issue, you didn't like the way he was built, if you're not going to use him to the full extent, then the Lions made a mistake. Point blank and period. Because he the number one back for a reason. He needs to be started to be treated like the number one back. He needs to start getting the ball a ton. If not, you need to get him a complimentary back because it wasn't no back nowhere near him. When Kerryon Johnson wasn't on the field last season, it was a huge drop off. We all can agree. Theoretic in the passing game, he sucked because we knew exactly what he was going to do. Option route, Texas route, you know exactly what was going to happen. If he caught the ball, he wasn't taking it to the house. He didn't have that quickness, north and south speed. LeGarrette Blount couldn't even get started majority of the runs to get out the backfield. He was slow. Zach Zenner, by the time they brought him back and let him get in the rotation, it was too late. We was already out of contention for the most part. So at the end of the day, he talking about, trying to, stretch his longevity out. Man, when guys drafted Emmitt Smith, or the Cowboys drafted Emmitt, Lions drafted Barry, the Rams drafted Todd Gurley, the Steelers got Le'Veon Bell. However you want to break it down. Zeke Elliott, they ain't got Zeke Elliott no damn pitch count. They're going to use him all the way up like they did DeMarco Murray. They know they wouldn't bring back DeMarco Murray from last year for Dallas. They abused the hell out that kid and said, okay, we gonna get Zeke. We gonna get another running back. That's what you got to do. You got to use this guy. You got to tell him, get stronger, get prepared to carry the load, or you got to get him a complimentary back that's just as talented as he is, or bring something different to the table, but still as talented. He a good all-around back. Can get out, bust it out on the field a little bit, can catch it, can break tackles, can get between the tackles, can run on the outside. Now you need a running back that can really break a game breaker, a speed back that really can get it and make stuff happen and compliment him. But there's no way, shape, or form, or fashion should the Lions be looking for another lead back. Real talk. They should not be trying to let Theoretic get in on his carries. This is about winning football games. Because Matt Patricia worried about 2-3 years down the line for Kerryon Johnson. Fool, you might not be here next year. You know what I'm saying? Well, not this fall season, but the season after that. And you already calculating like you're going to be here. No, man, you need to win games. And they need to feed the beast. Last year they sat there and they lost football games handing the ball off to LeGarrette Blount. They lost football games getting the ball to Theoretic. They lost games doing that. When Kerryon Johnson, a flash, a 10, 15-yard run or a sweet 7-yard run, take him out of the game, bring Blount in, lose 3 yards. And like I said before, sometimes these football coaches and these coaches overthink stuff. It's as simple as give him the rock and get the hell out the way. Period. It's a guy that was carrying the rock 30-plus times at Auburn most of the games. From year 1 to year 2, now you need to, use him in the passing game. He's a hell of a receiver out the backfield. Truth be told, he's bringing a better dynamic than Theoretic because he got a better game-breaking speed than Theoretic. And it was a big complaint last year. Why ain't give it to Kerryon? Why they ain't giving to Kerryon? They trying to ease him on in. They trying to stretch out his longevity. They feel like he might not be as durable. But hey, you took him in the second round. The Broncos took Philip Lindsay and ran him through the ground. Zeke Elliott ran him through the ground. Todd Gurley early on ran him through the ground. Kareem Hunt ran him through the ground. Alvin Kamara got a ton of touches his first 2 years. So it ain't no excuse. The Lions always seem to get coaches or owners or brass management, whatever you want to call them, not ownership, that try to overthink stuff. Give this dude the ball. Now, if it wasn't a big drop-off between him and Reddick, him and LeGarrette Blount, but it was a clear drop-off. And every kid, even babies, even dogs, Lions fans of all ages and all walks of life, dogs, raccoons, squirrels, you know what I'm saying? Old senior citizens, young kids, everybody already knew that Kerryon was by far the best back as soon as he touched the ball. Yet the Lions want to hold him to 5 carries. Yet the Lions want to put Theo Reddick's slow ass on the field. Yet they wanted to give Amir Abdullah a few carries last year. We've been know he wasn't it. You know, and at the end of the day, you hurt your chances of winning. You hurt Matthew Stafford. You hurt his reputation by not giving the ball to Kerryon Johnson. And maybe they feel like, okay, our offensive line not blocking good enough. We ain't going to win this year. No way. Let's preserve Kerryon Johnson. If that's the point, we should have been preserving Matthew Stafford. But knowing the Lions, Matthew Stafford probably had an incentive bonus they don't talk about. That's why he kept walking out there. And all of a sudden, oh, we not going to tank and we going to win. Like, what did you win it for? You know, but it is what it is, man. But they going to put this dude on the load management again this year. You know, and hopefully, if they don't pick up another formidable running back, hopefully Zach Zenner will be the back they spelling with. You know, hopefully he'll be the back they spelling with. But if they going to get Kerryon Johnson, they going to nickel and dime him for 2 or 3 years, you know, and not really use his full capabilities. But you got a running back that can run in the inside, run outside the tackles, catch the ball for if you only going to give him 5 to 10 touches a game. What's the point? By far, he was the most explosive back last year. And he could have got over 1,000 yards last year, you know, because he could have came back from an injury if they was in playoff contention. But remember the first few games, he wasn't even a lot of games he wasn't touching it more than 10, 15 times. You know? Well, maybe they felt that the line in front of him, it wasn't worth it. That's one thing I can think of. You know, it would open up a ton of opportunities for Matthew Stafford in the passing game, or at least it should. You know, so I wonder exactly how you feel about it, man. Just let me go out and play. Injuries happen. You know, I can get 1 carry a game and break my leg. But that's your Detroit Lions. That's the Lions. They always trying to overthink some shit. It can never just be simple and they'd be good. You got a good running back. Let's find a way to use them. But hopefully, if they want to do that load management crap with Kerryon this year, hopefully they find a formidable running back, or they let Zach Zenner try again, because Theo Reddick is getting hard to watch. You know, Theo Reddick he can get to the second level, but he ain't outrunning linebackers. He barely outrunning defensive linemen. You come in the league running a 4.7, whatever it is, 4.71, 4.67, and you've been in the league banged up. What you think you at? You probably like a 4.8, 4.9 now. He quick, but he don't have the long speed. The Lions need game-breaking speed in the backfield. And I said it again. They need game-breaking speed in the backfield, in the middle of the field with your tight ends. That's what they need. You know, but like I said before, hopefully, you know, when Kerryon need healthy, they give him the rock, get the hell out the way, and just utilize him. He could be utilized the same way they use Todd Gurley. You know, good in the passing game, a lot of play action, you know, throwing it back to him after they do play action to him, screen games, line up in the slot, jet sweep, direct snap to him, wildcat. You can do so much with this guy. You know, shotgun. He can protect on third downs. I mean, he could be a 3-down linebacker. You know, 3-down running back, excuse me. But it's all about how they utilize him. And we know Darrell Bevell, he had Adrian Peterson, he had Marshawn Lynch, you know, and he let them run. But when Matt Patricia put a cap on him and say, you can't do this, you can't do that with Kerryon, we want to preserve him, then they going to need a second back. You know? Now they going to need a second back. Real talk. A formidable second back, either Zach Zenner or a game breaker. But we see how it all boils down, man, with Kerryon. But it's all about the load management, I guess, for him, man. I don't get it, but, hey. Let me know what y'all feel. I'll link the article in the description from the Free Press, I think it is. Don't forget your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email as well if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Other than that, continue to share the videos. Continue to share the videos. It's the best way to help your boy out. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. We talk everything over there. So you always invited to come over there and check us out, man. Appreciate it. Do me one better. Share the videos with somebody. I'll be back with more work later. It won't double up right now, but I'll be back with more Lions or Pistons talk later on. We gone.